Hi guys, I am in the car, as you can tell, running errands, and something was on my heart right now, so I thought I'd share it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm in my mid-40s, early to mid-40s, I guess. I'll be 44 this year. And my father has transitioned already. He passed a couple years ago. My mother is still alive. My mother, however, is coping with dementia and what appears to be Alzheimer's. And it's really interesting, man. With my dad died from muscular sclerosis. So his condition was a degenerative disease of the muscles, I guess. So, over time he lost function in each of his limbs, literally kind of one at a time, until his internal organs started to shut down as well. So then he transitioned. So, spending the 6 months that I spent with him on hospice care and just, being a part of his journey was really interesting. And it's very different than the challenges that my mom is having. My dad still had a sharp mind, very sharp, all the way through the end, pretty much. And my mom, who will be 70, she'll be 74 this year, and it's really difficult to talk about, and I'm really fighting back the tears, which is why it's hard to get this out. But I guess my point is this, is I'm really grateful for peace of mind. And, talking to my mom and kind of witnessing her experience, she's literally here one moment, and then she's off and lost and ungrounded the next. She doesn't remember, so you have to repeat conversations and details that you feel like she should know and remember, and she doesn't. She just can't. And in addition to her not remembering, it's also making her really agitated and very unsettled. To hear her talk about her experience is almost devastating, because if you know my mom, she's literally one of the strongest people you could ever meet. She's been through a lot in her life, and she's overcome a lot, and she's always been very independent and very much her own person, not relying on anybody for anything. And so for her to now be in a place to where she literally can't trust herself and can't control herself, she now really needs the supervision, really around the clock, of someone, to look after her in her best interest. So watching her journey makes me grateful for the peace of mind I woke up with today. And watching her journey just goes to show how precious life is, and we can't take literally anything for granted. I've heard people say, thank God I woke up in my right mind, and I heard that for years, not really knowing what that meant. And now I understand what that means, I understand what that means. So, shout out to all you caretakers out there, caretaking loved ones with disabilities and injuries, permanent injuries. My hat goes off to you. Literally, I tip my hat to you, because it's not easy. And I just couldn't imagine that process. You know, if my mom has a partner and he's caretaking her now, and she soon will need more care that not even he can provide, or anybody really. And as I think about, you know, I'm grateful for him and his presence and his love for her and his commitment to her. And at the same time, you know, if something happens to him, it's like someone's going to have to take care of her, and who will that be? And I've already fixed it in my mind. If that's what I got to do, that's what I'm willing to do, because she took care of me. So how could I ever think to ever turn my back on my mama? I would never. And as difficult as it might be for me, I would never. So anyways, you know, caretakers are the unsung heroes. They really and truly are. And I send much peace and many blessings to anyone who's out there in that position, to anyone who's out there struggling to maintain their sanity, whether it's due to mental illness or degenerative disease. Whatever the reason, it doesn't matter. I'm praying for all of you, and if you would be so kind to drop in the comments a heart or a word of encouragement to inspire those caretakers out there who maybe are shut in and not supported and don't have extended family or friends to reach out to comfort them or help take up the slack. So shout out to all of you. Peace and blessings. Please like, subscribe, share with a friend if you feel like someone can benefit from these words of inspiration and comfort. I welcome you to share. So thanks for joining. I'll be back soon.